Okay, so here we are right at the water park where we left off, and I just crossed the road and started down the bike trail that we got here. Felt pretty good here, going at a pretty good clip. Watch out for the birds. It's funny how whenever I go underneath the bridge, pigeons are all over the place, every single time. But yeah, that bridge that we went under, it's just the Central Avenue Bridge. I really did try to avoid getting people in some of these shots. It's the reason why there are some cuts and this thing isn't a total one take. But this is pretty much a one take to a certain point, the point that we need to get to. You'll notice that I gave this this video a title of a fork in the path, and there's a reason why I titled it that way. Essentially, I kind of messed up with this. I messed up with it in such a way that my next video, which goes into mile 3, is going to seem like a little bit of a repeat of what we're doing here today. In case I haven't mentioned in like the previous vlogs here, that's the Missouri River. And it's the river that our city is nearby here. Alright, at this time, the Lower River Drive, the river's trail, it crosses the river drive there and goes on the other side of the road. It's just that we got so many paths here to take. Now this path is leading up to a skate park that we have in town. It's actually a pretty well constructed park for this area. I saw these gentlemen earlier that were at the skate park, and I actually was kind of tempted to say if I was able to follow them as they skated down the street because they were skating with the wind. See, I missed the trail that I needed to take. This tunnel here brings us back into the park, Gibson Park, the one where it shows me always filming like with the ducks and the geese and all the birds there. And this just kind of goes along the side of the park, between the park and railroad tracks. I really didn't want to be here, and I didn't think that the actual River's Edge Trail went into the park. But I had no way of telling because it's not like I have Google Earth on my camera or anything like that. I don't have a smartphone showing exactly where this path leads. So I'm going to have to redo the path on the other side of the tracks. I think that the path actually began before reaching the skate park facility. I think there's a path that's just right next to that I needed to take. But as I was mentioning, this it was extremely windy when I recorded this, but fortunately the wind was actually at my back, so it didn't cause any friction in me riding. It didn't cause the stabilizer to go back and forth or anything like that. And this is another case of having to stop and start the camera as people walk by, because this walkway at the park is really popular. Now I'm about to hit 6th Street here, and in order to do that I gotta hop off the path and kind of go behind this building. Unbeknownst to me, there was an officer right behind the building here. I just kind of coolly and collectively kept on riding. You know, fortunately in this area, officers, they're not really that after photographers as in different areas of the country. It's not like this is Chicago or anything, you know. Unfortunately, this area here doesn't give bikes a lot of space to ride, and it was one of the main things that rang off inside my head, that this was not the path I was looking for. So I was going to hurry up and get off this road and somehow try to find the path again. But this is kind of just a nice little picnic area where you can take your animals out and start walking them and everything. So it was here I decided to stop for today. It's basically a mile, but my next one, where I do mile 3, I will need to kind of backtrack right at that skate park.